They make ready the fleet. And who are they that make it ready? The quiet ones. And they draw together, they bring together the companions toward the shores. They prepare weapons. And what cause may be for renewing things they hide or they sham or fake. And then this next part's a little tricky, but meanwhile, we have like a kind of implied Aeneas says that he himself would try approaches. He would try approaches, as in like how he's going to approach Dido, since best Dido would not know and would not hope such loves to have been ruptured. And he would also try, future participle here, besides the approaches, he would also try what times are most softest of speaking, or what times are the softest of speaking, as in like which times are the easiest for him to go and approach her and talk, and what mode or what way would be right for the matters. Swiftly, all happy ones obey the order, and they achieve or they complete the things having been ordered. So the orders that Aeneas gave, or you can maybe do this as command, that would be helpful. But the queen sensed the tricks. Who would be able to deceive a lover, and received the future motions like she picked up on them first, fearing all safe things. So maybe even fearing safe things. So she's afraid of even things that should seem safe because she senses that something's wrong. That same impious rumor carried down to the one raging, the fleet to have been armed and the course to have been prepared. She rages bereft of mind, and incensed through the whole city, she bacchanals, or she acts like someone who's possessed by Bacchus, just as Theus, having been excited by the moved or kind of put together sacred things, or with what the sacred things having been put together, moved together, when they incite the triennial mystic rites with Bacchus having been heard, and nocturnal Cithaeron calls with a shout. Finally, finally, with these words, she compels Aeneas, or she addresses Aeneas with these voices furthermore. So finally, voluntarily, or furthermore, she addresses Aeneas with these voices. Did you hope even to hide, treacherous one, such a thing? And did you hope to hide such a thing? Did you hope to be able to hide such a thing, or such a crime, and quiet to recede or to leave from my land? Nor does our love hold you, tenete, nor does right hand formerly given hold you, nor does Dido about to die from a cruel funeral hold you, um, or even uh, why even why even with the winter star do you establish or kind of establish your fleet, and why do you hasten? Um, why do you even hasten in the middle of these unfavorable winds, so the winter winds, to go through the deep, cruel one? And then what, what, and what, let's see, so Dido's words are all jumbled here because she's so upset. So, why, if not alien fields or foreign fields and unknown homes you were to seek, and if ancient Troy were to remain, um, would would Troy would Troy through the wavy water be sought with your fleets? Do you flee me through? And it's like I through these tears and right your right hand you. So what does she do? Let's see. It's probably an implied verb here is like I beseech you by these tears and by this right hand, beseech you, since nothing, since no other thing to me, miserable one, now, since no other thing have I myself left to me, miserable one, through our marriages, through marriage rights having been begun, if anything, if anything I deserved from you, if there was anything to you, if there was anything to you, I think the next line is going to be sweet. So if anything, my own was sweet to you. Pity, it's an imperative of a deponent verb. Pity the falling house, and this verb takes the genitive. And I beseech this thing itself. I beseech this very thing. If if there is any place for prayers, discard your intention. And then we get a bunch of anaphoras here, which emphasizes you, that it's Aeneas's fault. On account of you, the Libyan peoples and the tyrants of North Africa hate and implied me. Hostile Tyrians, so these guys are hostile Tyrians. On account of you leaving, shame was extinct, and and previous fame, by which thing alone I was approaching the stars. So she's saying shame and my previous, my sense of shame and my previous fame were extinguished on account of you. And it's by this thing alone that I was approaching the stars. This was my fame, that I was loyal to my previous husband, but now even that's lost. For whom do you desert me about to die? Um, to whom do you desert me, the one that must die? Uh, you enemy. So this is addressing him, calling him an enemy. For or since this name alone stands concerning the marriage, why do I delay? Either Pygmalion, my brother Pygmalion, my walls, or why do I delay while brother Pygmalion, my walls, may destroy, or may lead me captured, or the Gatulian Iarbas may lead me captured? Or if by any chance any offspring having been born from you for me would have been before this flight, if any little Aeneas would play in the halls for me, who nevertheless by his face would carry back you, not even entirely captured and deserted would I seem. She had spoken, that one as in referring to Aeneas, by the admonishments of Jove, or because of the admonishments of Jove, was holding eyes unmoved, and bound, or having tied up care underneath his heart, he was pressing, he was restraining. Finally, he returns, or he carries back, he responds a few things. You, um, so it's like, I will never deny you, queen, uh, which, and I will never deny those things, those very many things which in speech you are able to enumerate. I will never deny you having deserved, so like that you deserved many things, nor will it nor will it nor will it displease me to be mindful of Alyssa while I myself remember myself. So it's a little bit tricky. Memoir takes a genitive. So he's saying basically until I remember things, or until I am mindful of myself, I myself, it will not displease me to remember you, Alyssa. And while spirit rules these limbs, so how long will it not displease him to remember her until spirit moves these limbs? On behalf of the matter, a few things I should say, nor do I nor did I hope to hide this thing by stealth. Don't imagine, and what is the thing? This flight by stealth, and don't imagine that. Nor ever did I extend the torches of marriage, or did I come into these agreements. So he's like, I'd ever agreed to this stuff, I'd ever married you. Um, if it were allowed, if it were allowed, um, so if the fates would allow me to lead life according to my own, it's like according to my own designs,